So imagine the white paper being the night sky. Ring magnets underneath there. You've got the northern hemisphere and a divergence point at the tropics. There's a tropical gap between the tropical gap is between the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So I'm moving the southern hemisphere around the northern hemisphere. See, it's more dense in the northern hemisphere, stronger field. See, it stays stronger here, weaker out here. It's the weak force, strong force. Basically what a north and south pole is. A weak force and a strong force are the ratio of phi. Or 3 to 2, I like to say. Because 3 and 2, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Sounds like phi. See that the center of the northern hemisphere always stays blank. Nothing crosses over that point, through that point. You can consider that as the black hole. Nothing enters it unless you come back up here and fall through the Milky Way. But the sun is on the horizon of the black hole, never falls in. See the golden ratio, shape, out of there and around like this. And after the 17th of October, the field is completely separated. Can't see the center here. You get the southern hemisphere revolving around the northern hemisphere like this with a celestial gap, a complete separation. But the other half of the year it's set inside the northern hemisphere, overlaying the central magnetic field, and that's where we get our new star constellations, because we're representing the two skies here, the two star rotations. And as the southern hemisphere comes in over the season, it's overlaying to create the overlay. The overlay described by the ancient Egyptians in Seti 1 Abydos. Overlay, the hieroglyphs overlaid to change the image, to change the picture, to change the star patterns. Look at the heart, the cardanoid. Okay, what else can I show you? See, the field doesn't move to one side like this because the ecliptic plane is flexing like this, flexes all the way around. It doesn't just tilt, which I had in my earlier videos, ecliptic plane tilting this to one side as it went around like this. But no, it flexes like this, just like a jellyfish. So it doesn't all swing off to one side. This is why we'll get the sun all the way around the Antarctic around December 21st, because the field's flexed all the way down and around. And the magnetic field, the sun follows the magnetic field. The sun's image follows the magnetic curving field. There's always a distinctive northern hemisphere there. The southern hemisphere is out and around it. put some more iron on there. Might see some other things. You can see the two fields there. Where the iron filings are horizontal in the northern hemisphere, vertical in the southern hemisphere. If I can see right, I better get my glasses. You can see the more or less horizontal there, horizontal in here, but vertical here. Well, that's the readings we get on our flat Earth, across our Earth, whether we want to call it a globe or a flat Earth. The vertical reading is near the tropics. The dip compass will get a reading vertically. Well, you get a positive and a negative. One's pointing down into the Earth at the Arctics, both Arctics, but then you get a vertical reading at the tropics. And this is what Earth imitates, is a sea anemone. Sea anemone. Sea anemone. That's what we've got here. Northern hemisphere surrounded by the southern hemisphere. It's the centre north there, centre of the northern hemisphere. And the field moves around like this, winds all the way into that point over half the year, and then winds right out, where it's completely separated after the 17th of October. Look, its own rotation out here. Can't even see this. Own rotation, its own full circular motion. Comes back in. This is us as we leave the flux of the earth. Look, we're flattening out. We've left the flux of the earth. We're dead. You're outside. You've been ripped to shreds. You come back into your flux, and you've got the downward force because everything falls back to the plane of inertia. So vertical, look, falling back to Earth. Poof. Tip a little out again. Oh, I took it all out. It's all vertical. Pine trees. Look like pine trees. It might have something to do with the holy trees they talk about, or when they talk about the cedar or whatever. Because the Bible's about physics, isn't it? Yeah, look at it. It looks like a pine forest. Not sure if you can see from that angle up there. Everything dying, falling over, coming back to life. All the trees are standing up again. Nothing falls into the centre there. That's why we can't get in there. We're not part of that field. We're of this flux out here. We cannot get into that inertial state in the centre. We go through life, it's a journey to find the light, to find the meaning to life. Seek and you shall find. Most people just never find it. Well, not for hundreds, thousands, maybe millions of life cycles, because they're very ignorant, depending on their surroundings, how thick their parents are and everything. Life's journey is to find the light hidden within man. See, the sun is the sun within the earth. Man has a sun within him. This is a spiritual light. They call it religion. The light of man was Christ, and the light of earth is the sun. Both run the same parallel story. You could say the sun, Christ is the son of the earth too. Christ walks on water. The sun within you doesn't walk, well, you can't say it walks on water, but Christ walked on water. That's the sun moving across the horizon in the changing season. To get to the Father in Arabic, the black hole basically, you first go through me. It's in John, in the Bible. Get to the Father, you go through me. So you either go through your journey, or you go through the Milky Way. To know me is to know thy Father. But first, you have to go through me. What is me? NDEs, near-death experiences, these people. We hear people say they travel through a dark tunnel to get to the light. And they're all told, hey, turn back, don't go into the light. No, you want to go to the light. The Milky Way is the dark tunnel, and at the end of the sun, and at its end is the sun. The hidden Arctic end of the Milky Way is creation. This is where the real sun of Earth is hidden. It is pure cold fusion plasma, unseen to man. Cannot see pure plasma. At our end of the Milky Way, which is the celestial tropical gap, is our image of the sun seen through the light spectrum. We are the created realm, the secondary state. The first state is the creator, obviously. There lies the truth, finding your way back to the truth. Our reality is false, hence why all the lies. God doesn't lie. Only man's dumb interpretations of God's word lies. There's your Milky Way. From the tropical gap, there's the tropics there, all the way over to the centre Arctic. I was hoping to show that. I could see it just before I started videoing it. Then it didn't become clear after that. Anyway, that's how it works. And it moves around the Earth like a clock arm. A curving clock arm. Moved by the vortex of creation hidden in the Arctic centre. There's that heart shape I was giving you, that cardanoid. The cycle of the stars take on one man's horizon, within his arc of horizon, on his meridian line. Everyone's on a meridian from the north to the south, so they'll all get the cycle directly mirrored from the north to the south. He'll have a cycle out here. So this is where we have Jaren out here below South America. He sees the sun there, so he and his cronies down there declared, that's the South Pole. Oh, what's this then? What's this? What's this? What's this? If that guy's on the meridian over here, he's got the same image. But old Jaren's down here and he reckons he's the only man. He's the centre of attraction. No, all these guys up here have got their own images as well. But they're not screaming out like him because they never got shouted a free trip anywhere around here. It's obvious, all mirrored from the north. That's one way of looking at it. Otherwise you can just go back to the tropical gap where we see that sun, because that sun there is pretty much basically what we're seeing out here, because that's projected out here parabolically back to the observer, and off this curved field parabolically back to the observer. Okay? But at the end of the day, it all starts back here. It's all turning. So if you've got the let's draw the black hole dead center in the middle here, okay? Okay, and then we go and draw the sun opposite on this side, far side. Then the sun will be opposite on this far cycle. So it goes like this. It goes back in again. So as the sun comes around this way, the sun will be coming around this way in the northern hemisphere towards the tropics, and they go out. But this whole image is drifting this way, but because he's fixed on his one meridian, he just sees that one. He just sees the star going around him like this. But if he stood back here, let's say you could stand back here with a camera on a time lapse, you watch the sun moving this way. Because your camera's moving. Because your camera's following it. But you could have a camera back here, still with this image here. Because it's mirrored from in here, in the middle. So you can track it all the way around. Or anywhere around here you can stop and film a rotation, because it's all mirrored from the centre. It's a no-brainer. But for God's sake, I don't know why people aren't getting it. Beats me. That's why I don't get too involved with the whole thing. want other people's opinions, because it doesn't matter. I know how it all works. It's just trying to get into other people's minds. Okay, thanks for watching.